Welcome to another episode of Your Next Move. I'm your host, Evantz Saint Gerard, and the purpose of these videos is to give you knowledge of what's out there. If you decide you want to sell your home and you don't know where you want to go, I'm going to show you where the next move is. And today's guest is Monique Slater. Monique, introduce yourself to the audience.
Hi, I'm Monique Slater, and I live in San Antonio, Texas, originally from Los Angeles, but I've been here since 2007. I am the #1 residential real estate agent here in San Antonio right now. I'm also the KW South Texas Regional Ambassador. So what questions do you have about San Antonio?
We got a million questions. So first, we want to know more about you. You mentioned basically you're originally from LA, from Los
Yes.
Angeles. All right. So why did you move from Los Angeles to San Antonio? That's number one. And how long
So
you been in
I'm
the
military.
business?
I joined the military right out of high school, traveled around, served for 28 years in the Air Force,
Thank you for
retired,
your
and
service.
thank you. We love San Antonio, so when we got here, we stayed and we became Texans.
Okay. Well, the number one question people are going to ask, basically, what's in Texas for me right now? So let's talk about your journey first, why you moved there. Obviously, you said military. So why out of all the places did you say San Antonio is going to be our home?
Because San Antonio love veterans. A lot of people don't know we have 6 installations here. 3 are major installations and 3 minor installations, but we are a military city, and so if you're a veteran, they love us. They take care of us. We have 3 VA hospitals and then a lot of satellite clinics, and also because it's really inexpensive to live here.
Say
So
that one
San
more time,
Antonio
please. One more time.
is very inexpensive to live here. San Antonio is a big, small town. We have a small town feel, but we are extremely spread out. So to go from the northwest side to the northeast side is actually an hour drive, and we're very, very spread out. But not only is it cheap to live here, we don't have a state income tax, which is nice. And if you are you have disabilities for the veterans, they give you a lot of great benefits. Like, for example, I don't pay property taxes on my home.
If I had the mic, I could drop it right now, but it's kind of expensive. I don't want to do that right now. But that is a mic drop right there.
Yeah.
So the purpose of why, like I said before, why we do these videos is to give people some options because they might not know where we're moving to, what are our options. And I love the fact that you mentioned this. A lot of benefits basically to veterans and their families and whatnot. Now, what about the people
Yes.
who haven't served? What about them?
Right. I was gonna say it's not just for military. So we got some major employers here. We got the Tesla factory moved here from California, so it's here. We also built the Toyota Tundra. So we have that factory that's here. We have 4 universities, really great universities. Microsoft has moved here, and I think now we have 3 major Amazon hubs. So we have some major employers, and then of course DOD because of all the military.
So tell us about schooling for like young kids to, adults, people going back to school. What's the school system like?
We have some really great schools here, really great public schools here. Not only do we have our Christian-based schools, we have some charter schools, but we have excellent public schools here, especially in North San Antonio. So if you have somebody that's moving here, that's the first thing they want to know is about schools. We're going to look everything north, all the way from the northeast, north central, north south, up to Belle Verde, New Brunswick. Very good schools here. And there's a lot of activities also for children. So a lot of times people will say that there's not much to do in San Antonio, but there's not much to do for single people because we gear everything towards family. Even our fiestas are all family based. We have SeaWorld here. Slitterbond is like a water park. We have, what's that other one? It's like Six Flags in California. Oh, Fiesta Texas. We have
Okay.
Fiesta Texas. We have a lot of things to do here for family and for kids. Not a lot for singles, unfortunately, but a lot of good places to eat, especially, Mexican food. And then we have the Riverwalk. We are becoming a more healthy city. So we have a lot of run clubs, bike clubs, and things like that to help people get healthy in San Antonio because we've been a fat city for a long time.
I'm laughing because I'm looking at my stomach when you say that. So yeah, maybe I should move over there. All right. So we're talking about health conscious. So basically you mentioned the run club and stuff like that. So what besides that, what other outside activities can people, families get together besides the fun part, but basically for, exercise wise?
So we do have the Guadalupe River that runs all the way from the north down through San Antonio. So a lot of people do tubing on the Guadalupe, a lot of parks. We have the largest natural park in Texas is here in San Antonio. So if you like hiking and biking and just touring, we have that also. They always have some kind of strawberry festival, watermelon festival, something that's always going on here.
Okay. Well, you mentioned the singles is not much to do, but I think the singles can do these things, these activities as well. What about the nightlife? Is there a nightlife out there? Because I know people, regardless if you have
Uh,
parents, kids, whatever. What's the life night?
so the nightlife is hit or miss. So I own a nightclub. And we're pretty busy Friday, Saturday, and Sundays, but we have other clubs in San Antonio. We have a very small comedy club. It's not like we're nothing like Houston and Dallas where everything is big and large. Everything here is small. And that's why I said we're a big small town. We have a small town feel. We're very large in, footprint, but everything is really very small compared to Houston and Dallas.
What's the name of your nightclub?
My nightclub is called Culture Lounge,
Okay, you want to
and we
give us, plug?
specialize in lamb chops. So
Okay.
we, yeah, we have live bands every Sunday. So what I did in the last few months is we have like bands that play at church, but we love church, but churches don't really pay our bands much. So we start bringing them in after church. So from 1 to 4, it's a different band, a different church every Sunday. They come and play and we pay them. So that's been nice because people can have brunch and listen to some nice jazz or whatever they're playing. Um, Friday and Saturday, I warn people it's really turned up because that's what the young people like to do. So at 10 o'clock, I leave because my DJs switch over and it's a turn up life.
I think that's
Let me
universal
see.
for all club life, basically. Anywhere USA, it's pretty much at a certain time. Look, I'm over 50, so I know after 8 o'clock, I'm looking at my watch. It's time to go.
Yeah, but we have really good food. We have some of the best food in San Antonio. So people do come for the food. But when I notice that they're my age and older, I start to warn them about 9:30 and be like, listen, I'm not trying to rush you out of here, but at 10 o'clock my DJ is gonna switch. So
You mentioned my favorite subject. Favorite subject is usually music, but right now is food. You mentioned the lamb chops. What's San Antonio known for food wise?
we're known for Mexican food. We have Tex-Mex, and it's not the same Mexican food like you would find in El Paso. It's really Tex-Mex, so you have to kind of get used to it. Not the same like in California. It's a Americanized Mexican food, but I love it. It's good.
What's your go-to dish?
My go-to dish, I really love tamales, but I can only get tamales during the season. So during the winter season is when you get really good tamales. But other than that, I'm going for tacos. Well, everybody's going for tacos. We have taco trucks everywhere.
That's my language. You're speaking my language right now.
Yes.
All right, for that one person who might be viewing this that does not know what tamales is, can you explain what a tamale is?
No, I can't. Because I don't know how to make it, but I know it comes in like a wrap that you take off. It's not healthy. There's nothing that tastes good is healthy for you. It's not good. I know it's made out of lard, and I just like it, and it's good. And chicken
Look,
stuffed in the middle.
after you eat the tamale or tacos, basically you have plenty of trails, basically that you can go run, hike,
Yes.
and work out, basically the taco and whatever you just ate. Now, we mentioned nightlife. What about music, like outside? When festivals and stuff like that. Are there any festivals, winter festivals, summer
Yeah, we
festivals
do
that people
have
should
a
be
lot
aware
of
of?
winter. We do have a lot of winter festivals. Sometimes some of the artists come down. We just had 50 Cent this past weekend. He was here at we have a racetrack where they race horses. He was at the racetrack and did a couple things there. So we have people come in, but they're always really low key when they come in. I don't know why. But we do have outdoor venues where when it starts to cool off, we'll have like music in the park, jazz in the park, things like that. And that's really nice when it's cool. When it's cool.
All right,
Because right
you
now it's
mentioned
still
it.
95 degrees.
All right, that I was gonna ask you, what's your temperature like? Because basically here in New York, we're all over the place. So what's it like in San Antonio? What's your high
It's
and
still
what's your low?
so in December. One reason my husband wanted to stay here is because in December they have golf tournaments because it's still warm enough to have to go out and play golf. The high this year was 113, but on average we're sitting around 95 degrees. In the winter, maybe we'll get down to 80, 76, and it's really nice. At that time, we're wearing like sweaters and sweater dresses and jackets, and other people think it's crazy, but it's cold to us at that point.
So I guess you guys don't know what a snow shovel looks like in your parts of town.
Absolutely not. So I'm going to tell you the good thing about San Antonio and where we sit. We're not like
Mhm.
Houston or Dallas. Where San Antonio sits down in the valley, we have no natural disasters. We don't get flooding like Houston. We don't get tornadoes like Dallas. We have no earthquakes, no natural disasters here in San Antonio. And no, we don't know what snow is or shovels or anything like that.
That's good to know. Now, well, this is all about real estate, so I guess we should talk about real estate also. What kind of properties can people find in your area and price range?
So the price ranges differ based on any real estate location, location, location. Our average median price home right now in good areas are is about 325, 324, 325. I think that was the last number I saw. But you can get properties under that amount depending on where you want to live. If you want a good school district, you're going to pay about 300. Right now, we have a lot of our builders are offering 3.99 interest rates fixed and paying all closing costs. So we're in a different market than the rest of the nation. Right now, we're in a very strong buyer's market where everybody's giving you everything. You need a refrigerator, you need washer and dryer. We got it, we got it, we got it. We're going to give it to you. You need a fence, we're going to give it to you. So we're in a very different market than the rest of the US.
Okay. Now, the people who are watching this, they range in different age groups. So we have some people who are starting over, some people getting divorced, some people pretty much they just want to start new, everything from scratch. And then we have the other demographic where people pretty much they're retired, they sold their house here, they want a warmer climate, they want to play golf, they want to try tamales every day, and they're looking for an area like that. For the retirees, basically, is this an excellent community for them?
It is. So we have different type communities. We have what I call the transition communities that are very nice, but a lot of our military live there and they transition every 3 to 4 or 5 years. So if your kids get attached to little friends, they're going to be gone in a few years. And those are called transition neighborhoods. Then we have what we call retired neighborhoods that are not our senior communities. They're just retired neighborhoods. So people that come back and they want to retire, they move up to these nice retired communities that's half acre lot if you want to take care of that much grass, but you don't have a lot of kids there. So for example, I got half acre and I'm sick of the grass, but we don't have any kids in our neighborhood. And then we have our senior communities. Those are 55 and over. They have very small grass, maybe just a little patch for the little dog or something like that, but everybody in that community is 55 and over, and it's gated. They're all like 24-hour gate guards, so our seniors will feel more secure, and a lot of times they have like activity centers to keep them busy in their little community.
I think my next question, it just hit me because I'm 50. I don't want to say the actual number. I'm over 50. Let's just leave it at that. And like, it's a couple of years, basically, I will be going to a 15 over, 55 and over community. I'm like, the math is not mathing. In my head, I still think I'm 25. Just don't look at the gray hairs. Anyway, the actual question I wanted to ask, we have schools, we have places for seniors. So if a senior is moving out there because they're following their military child who's going to live there and they need grandpa, grandma basically to stay active with the kids, clearly this is a good community for them.
Yes, I missed part of your question because it was broken up, but you're asking about if they have small children.
No, if let's say basically kids who have kids are moving out
Mhm.
that direction and they're in the military, grandma and grandpa basically they're done over here and they want to see their grandkids more often. This is an excellent community for them. The other question I wanted to ask you was pretty much, let's say the same scenario: grandma and grandpa they're finished here, they take their money they sell from the property currently. Can they buy like a rental property out there and then take the rest of the money go travel the world? Is that an opportunity?
Absolutely. So I have I'll give you an example. I moved my mom here. She's 71. I moved her here last year, and she didn't want to stay in a senior community, but she wanted to stay in what we call retired community. And they have activities and stuff over there, and it's right around the corner from the Y. So they give seniors like free memberships to the Y, so they can come use the pool and do pool aerobics and little activities for them. But if they have like if you're moving because the kids are moving here and the parents are moving here, two different communities, but they could be really close. So my mom's only 15 minutes from me, which is, far enough for her not to just drop in. But she has her own space, her own independence, and she has a lot of things around her to do. So the communities are very different and they cater to different type families.
All right, that's awesome. All right, I know that you have some stuff that you got to schedule that you got to get to right now. So I'll make this brief. So my last question is pretty much: is there anything that we didn't discuss that people should know about San Antonio and that you want to share right now? The best kept secret.
I would say San Antonio is a really great place to live and to buy and to live your life. And I want to keep it a secret because too many people moving here and it's causing traffic. So I want, when you have those great secrets, you want to keep them secrets.
Gotcha.
You want to keep it a secret because we've had a lot of people move in. So during COVID, what happened was that's when they started moving the Tesla plant here because
Mm-hmm.
they realized they can buy cheap real estate. The land was, cheap or whatever. And then their employees didn't necessarily have to work. Well, some of the employees didn't have to work in the factories. They could work from home. And they realized like, well, we could live here for cheap and keep our California income. And so we had a lot of people move here, California, Arizona, Las Vegas, and they work from home. And even now, we still have a lot of stay-at-home jobs that people are working at, especially if you're into IT. They work from home, but it's a really nice place to live. And you don't have to live on a half acre or 3 acres if you don't want that much land.
You have
But
options.
it's available, yes.
Okay. All right. So the last thing that we need to take care of, the last piece of business is if they are interested in purchasing, selling, or investing in San Antonio, how can they reach you? How can they get in contact with you?
Well, they contact you first, and then you send them to me, but I can give you my number. My number is 210-237-7268, and that's the best way actually to contact me because if you try to hit me up on email, it might not.
She's very busy, people. So basically, give her a call, but she's never too busy. Basically, if you're ready to make a move. With
Yeah,
that being
and I have
said,
an amazing, amazing team also. So it's not that I work by myself. I own the Black Label Realty um group. And so I have an amazing team and we all like will pitch in and find exactly what our clients need.
good to hear. And like I was about to say, is pretty much if you have any questions about real estate here in New York, my name is Evantz Saint Gerard. Give me a call. You can reach me on my cell phone, 917-975-5985. As a New Yorker, I do have a tendency of talking too fast, and I do realize I talk with my hands a lot now. Sorry, but not sorry. Again, my number is 917-975-5985. You can find me on Twitter, X, whatever it's called, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn. I'm on everything. So if you need to find me, reach out to me. If you need questions answered about real estate here in New York, give me a call. If you have questions about San Antonio, give Monique a call. With that being said, I just want to say thank you, Monique, for being a guest on our show. And that's pretty much it. You have the last word. What do you want to tell the audience before we say
No,
goodbye?
I thank you. Thank you so much for having me on. And I am here for whatever anybody need if they have any questions. But I don't know if you know that I'm more of an investor than a real estate agent. I sell lots of real estate, but I'm an actual investor. So I get a lot of questions on investments and not
That's
just
more
here,
reason why people should call you.
yeah, not just here domestically, but we just bought our second one in the Dominican Republic. So I have some experience buying properties abroad also. So
That's going to be
if
another video that we'll discuss later on because I am putting together investment videos soon. So that we'll definitely talk about
okay,
that more.
we're excited about it. We're excited about it. So let me know
All right.
when.
All right, I will. All right, with that being said, I want to thank everybody for watching. If you have any questions, do not be afraid. Give us a call, contact us. Let's communicate, or let's make it happen for you. Have a great day.
Okay, thank you. Bye.